Robert, it seems like there are a billion tricks out there to lose weight, but the ultimate trick is what the body will do if you just do the right thing by the body. You understand this firsthand. At one point, you weighed almost 350 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get there? And what was the moment where you said, I absolutely can no longer do this?
We started a company, and it was very difficult, long hours, 7 days a week, really going after it. I met a wonderful woman. She had 2 children, so I learned how to be a dad along doing a company. The late night dinners, the power drinks, the creamers, not eating all day, eating a big meal at night, going to bed. That's what kind of got me in this situation. And I realized it when I was sleeping all night, waking up, and I was exhausted. I went to several doctors, and everybody would just say diet and exercise, and it'd be a pill. And then I got another pill. Then I got a pill because of a pill. And before I knew it, I was on a bunch of medications, but nothing was working. I was still exhausted and tired.
So you figured out what does work, and then you share this with other people through Edge Weight Loss and Fatigue. You touched on it there. We get the weight loss part, but the fatigue part that you added to it, that's so important because sometimes people don't make the correlation.
Yes, ma'am. If you're very tired, you'll drive right by the gym. And if you're very tired, you won't think of meal planning. You'll just go to a quick fix meal, which is whatever your favorite food is. Double meat, double cheese tastes real good when you're tired. What
you do that so many people don't do is that you check the body to see where it is. Where are the deficiencies? What does the body need help with so that you can get to where you want to go? You start with blood work.
When blood work, we're looking at overall body from the energy panels, B12, vitamin C, the hormone panels, carbon dioxide to see if you're sleeping well or you have a sleep apnea issue, if you're acidic, if your red count's up. And then we go into a body analysis where we're looking at water versus fat versus muscle mass. Because a lot of clinics, if you lose water, that's really just a diuretic. You don't need me for that. We want you to lose the actual weight and build some of the muscle so you have a nice frame where you look good when you diet down.
And I love when you're even looking at vitamins. How many times do people say, oh, you need to take this vitamin, this vitamin? Well, how do we really know, right? So you
yes,
at least start with where we really know. Okay. Edge is for anybody. And what I also love about this program is that it's not just for people who want to lose weight. It's also, and I think this is much more important right now, for people who want to be healthy. It could be, as I mentioned, somebody who wants to be a fitness junkie. Okay. Not my friend. Okay. or someone, you even have people who are doing bodybuilding, for example. Oh,
that gentleman started very heavy with us, probably over 20% body weight. His goal was actually compete in a competition, and he actually won the competition. But we have patients from 18 all the way up to 82.
Okay. You have all types of wellness plans. There is a medical weight loss plan. Who is that for?
Medical weight loss plan with somebody we gauge it for anybody, but the medical weight loss plan is if you're very heavy, you're weighing out the options of bariatric surgery. If you're wanting to lose 30, 40, 50, kind of that pound range, we really start dialing into with the diets. Going through the labs, it'll show you the protein, how your kidneys are working, how your liver's working, your sodium count, your water counts. So you really get to see it, and we give everybody a copy of it so everybody's on the same page.
I know when I've gone before to doctors and I had a lot more weight on me, and they would say, well, what are you eating? I'd say, I really am not eating that much, and I do exercise. They're like, sure, you exercise. Turns out I had a thyroid problem. You all also do hormone replacement therapy because thyroid will rule your metabolism. And no matter what you do, you just don't lose that much weight even when you're doing the right things.
Yes, ma'am. They also have insulin resistance, which if you have insulin resistance, you can have a trainer, you can have a dietitian, you can have everybody. You're not going to drop the weight till you get that down. That's what happened to me at 347. I was very insulin resistant. The Fix is actually an $8 drug a month. That's natural. It's a holistic drug. And the weight would come off. I lost 22 pounds in 1 week.
Wow. Okay. And as you said, you don't believe the body was made for pills, but it can use supplements and natural things that our body depends on. You all have a HIPAA compliant pharmacy, which make things convenient.
Yes, ma'am. It's a sterile compounding for arteries, so we make the drugs there. So we no binders, no fillers, no glue. It's on the holistic side. So everything's natural. You don't have to worry about synthetics going into meds.
The push that you have, because your life is much different today than it was at almost 350 pounds, to tell people, come in, sit down, see where you're at, and formulate a plan of where you'd like to be.
Yes, I mean, it's very much so. And I went through all what the people are going through, being shunned at some places, kind of getting the looks when you're heavy. And I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to walk in a gym very heavy and you kind of get that look. I know stores and all that. So that's why it's very, very casual at Edge, very open. I want you to sit down. Our initial meetings are half hours plus, so this isn't a quick in, quick out. When you get the blood, we go over it line by line to show you what's going on. And then people bring in other labs too and ask me questions about that and ask us questions all about that. And all my staff is trained as well in nutrition and all that, so you can ask them questions as well. We require our staff to continue education as well while they work here.
And that's what gives people the edge to finally get what it is that they're looking for, and that's get their life back. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
You too.